This is Henry Frederick of NSBNews.net, and we're here this afternoon with Karen Diebel, Congress candidate for the 24th District, Republican side. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so you've got a large field, 5 people, and you're on the Republican side for the primary on the 24th. How do you distinguish yourself from the pack?
Well, there are 5 people in the Republican primary, and I distinguish myself from the field of this is I believe that it is going to take some really critical financial and economic skills combined with a proven record in government to serve effectively for us here in District 24. I'm a businesswoman.
Right.
And my assignment with the company, I work for Verizon, is we solve for the most complex business and economic challenges in the Fortune 100. But really simply put, is we take and put tools into employees' hands so they can do their job better, take cost out, and use that to hire more people.
Now,
and where I've had a proven record in government is I just served as city commissioner and vice mayor.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
You were able to cut some finances with that. Do you think you can go to Washington and do the same thing? Because that's what people are asking.
It's absolutely, and not only what the American people are demanding, but what we have to do to stay and build economic security in our country is, yes, my background's in finance. Every year I served in office in government, we reduced the millage, we reduced the spending, we reduced the size of government, and decreased the debt.
Well, let me ask you this. In order to get to Cosmos, the obvious Democratic incumbent, this is the year perceived as the year of the anti-incumbent. If you can get by the field on the 24th, what would be your main point in distinguishing yourself from you and Cosmos, basically? What would be the big theme that would separate the two of you?
Well, first of all, it's the economic.
Right,
it's
the
the
spending.
economic. It's the experience and a record of getting economically healthy. And, and we differ on many principles, but let's just take an example. Suzanne Cosmos was the 216th vote on health care. Pushed it right over the edge. And this is absolutely bad legislation. And I can tell you from personal experience that in my company, the employer that I work for, it will force my company to transition 73,000 seniors into the Medicare system because of higher corporate taxes, because of the mandates in this law, and a whole host of other reasons. And Suzanne Cosmos voted for this bill, which is bad for America, and we need to repeal and replace it with things that actually raise outcomes and reduce costs. And just as a kind of a personal example, is that I'm a widow. My late husband was a physician, and in memoriam, we run a healthcare clinic for uninsured.
And you have a couple boys, right?
I have 3 sons, and I am very, very concerned about their future and the strong future for all our children and us as Americans. And I do think it takes critical experience, financial experience, a record of reducing debt, a record of reducing budgets, a record of these kinds of skills to have strong leadership in Congress. Suzanne Cosmos has voted differently. She's voted for the spending, she's voted for the stimulus, and in this field of choices of Republicans, I do believe that it's important at this time to be able to have the right skills to be able to be the matchup to have this debate.
If she's deemed the most liberal on the Democratic side, what's the barometer for you on the Republican side in terms of being a conservative of the 5 candidates that are in your field?
Well, there's a couple of things. Is that I am a fiscal conservative and a proven record of being such. I'm socially conservative. I am pro-life. I am pro-family, and I don't think that you can have a strong family situation if you don't have a job, you can't provide for your family. It really breaks down what we are all about in America. I'm a staunch supporter of the Second Amendment, and the differences in this Republican field is that there are choices, but I have an opponent in the race that has voted at the state legislature for spending increases, for tax increases, for fee increases, and my record is different.
And who would that opponent be?
It is my opponent, and very respectfully, Sandy Adams.
Right.
Is her tenure in the legislature has voting on spending increases.
Now,
Florida is in
yeah.
a really difficult situation right now.
Definitely.
And that has been her record.
Now, wrapping up this video component here, for the people that live in Greater New Smyrna Beach, this is Cosmos home turf. You think you can get enough of an edge here in Southeast Volusia and Volusia County as a whole? I know you're strong in Orange, you're strong in Seminole, and you're strong in Brevard. Volusia, what are you doing between now and the 24th? Obviously, you're here in town, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Been spending a tremendous amount of time, not only in Volusia County, but in all 4 of our counties. We have 23,000 people that are at risk of losing their job in the next 13 months. And with our space program is my difference here and why it is strong, and we need Volusia County, and I want to ask for Volusia County constituents and residents, please vote for me. My record is creating jobs, it is decreasing the size of government and spending, and I know with the support that we can pull together Volusia County and beat Suzanne Cosmos.
Well, I think that's a good summary of the candidacy. For Karen Diebel on the Republican side for the August 24th primary, this is Henry Frederick of NSBNews.net.